Hi everybody, it's Jen with Caketastic Cakes, and I'm going to show you today how to make something that isn't a cake. It's an apple turnover. It's super easy and it's delicious. Highly recommend you try it. And if you see me use any tools or supplies you need, check the link below. It'll be able to help you out. But okay, to begin, you start with some apples. You're going to want 3 or 4 apples. I like to use Macintosh just because I like the flavor. I like to use them when I bake, so I'm using Macintosh. You're going to take your apples, you're going to peel them, and you're going to cut them up nice and fine. You don't want big chunks. You want nice little bites. So mince them, dice them small, whatever word you want to use. Chop them up real nice and small, and you're going to want 3 cups. So once you have your 3 cups all chopped and ready to go, we're going to move over to the skillet. Now, in the skillet, you're going to add one big old pat of butter, or if you want to measure it, 1 tablespoon of butter, and then let it melt. You, of course, do not have to use a skillet. You use whatever the heck you want when you're working on your stove. This is just what I used. Now, once your butter is melted, or at least melted enough, you're going to add your apples and start moving them around in the pan. You want them to all get coated with butter, break apart. You see, I got some big clumps where my diced apples are just sticking together. So move them around for a couple of minutes, and then you're going to add brown sugar. This is 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar. And once you add that in, oh my goodness, the smell that starts coming out of that pan is like apple cinnamon heaven right there. And you'll also notice that the apples will start to shrink a little bit too. Now move those around for a minute again. And then you're going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm just sprinkling it all over the place because why the heck not? It doesn't even matter. So, yes, once that's in, you're going to add a little bit of salt as well, half a teaspoon or however much you want. Now you're going to add 1 tablespoon of either apple juice or apple cider vinegar, either way, and let it cook a little bit. Mix it up, make it all lovely and rich. And you thought the smell before was amazing? Just try it now. And now I'm going to give it a little sprinkle of nutmeg. This is optional, but I like a little bit of nutmeg, and just a little sprinkle goes a long way if you're going to try it. You could always add more, you can't take it away, so just keep that in mind. For one last final touch, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. I ended up just using a half a tablespoon because that's what 2 teaspoons make, so there you go. Now when you add it and you stir it in, you're going to notice it's really going to thicken up. Cornstarch is great for that, and that'll help keep it so when you're stuffing your pastry, it's not a big, soupy, gooey, delicious mess. It'll be nice and thick, and you can see how I'm turning it over. It works very fast. All right, now we're going to take it off the heat and let it sit for a few minutes and get ready with our shells. Now to start the part for the shells, we're going to make an egg wash because we're going to use that to seal them and to make them pretty. I'm going to put 1 egg and 1.5 teaspoons of water into a little bowl that you see there, and I'm just going to use a fork and whisk it up. You'll feel and see the consistency become real loose and runny, and that's when you're good. Now you want to get your baking sheet ready. I have a very large cookie sheet that I put a silicone mat down onto. And now I'm using my puff pastry. It is a box of puff pastry that I just bought from the store, and it is defrosted. And when they defrost, they kind of become a little fragile, I'm not going to lie. They might break a little bit on the folds where the packaging has folded them. Do your best you can to divide them into each sheet at one at a time into 4 squares, and try to make the squares as even as possible because it will come back to haunt you. And add 3 slices all the way through on the pastry in one corner. Those are going to be the vents. Now we're going to fill each of our shells. I'm putting about, I'd say maybe 2 tablespoons worth of filling. That's a really big heaping tablespoon I'm using for each one. And then you're going to take a brush, a nice clean brush that you can use for food, brush the edges of your pastry. This is the side that doesn't have the vent, so now the vent is up, you see? And you want to fold it over, and that egg wash is now going to seal the seams together. Going to take a fork and press down so you're actually mashing the dough together a little bit. And again, that egg wash is going to seal it in place. When you place your mixture of apples down, make sure you don't place them on your vent slots. Again, they got to go through all the way through the dough. Fold it over when you've got your egg wash in place, And you see, this is where I tend to overfill my turnovers. I like them really full of stuffing. And they might gush out a little bit, but if they do, just pick it away. It'll still bake just fine. It'll be fine, don't worry. And again, using the fork, press the two edges together so the dough is pressed together and it seals it shut. Let's see it again. Egg wash on the two sides, flip it over, realize how badly you messed up the size and shape of your square. Press your edges down with the fork all the way around your seams. You see you got your nice three vents there. Aren't they pretty? And then they're almost ready to go. Now you're going to take that brush with the egg wash again and you're going to coat over the entire top of your pastries. This will make them golden brown, this will make them look lovely, and it'll help the sugar that you're going to sprinkle on in a minute if you want to stick a little bit better. I'm just using some granular sugar. If you have the big chunky rock kind of sugar, I don't know what it's called, but I'm sure you guys do. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen it on muffins and things. You could sprinkle that on if you want to. But once they're sugared, then you can put them on your cookie sheet and you're going to bake them at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes or until the top is like a nice golden color that you're happy with. Now, I just wanted to show you this real quick. If you are so inclined, I've also made turnovers using the jellies and jams that I make. I have here a blueberry jam that I made last year, I think it was. And you're going to treat it the same way if you want to try this. It gives you a nice variety of flavors. I got to say the blueberry was excellent. I almost like it better than the apple. But you do the same thing. You cut your squares, you put your three vents, you spoon some of the filling, put your egg wash on the sides, just like before. Gonna fold it over, seal it down with your fork, again, just like before. Give it its coating of egg wash on top, a sprinkle of sugar, and bake it in the oven just like the others. When they come out, they look so nice. They look so pretty. And you could stop here if you want to, or you could add a glaze once they're cooled. If you want to add a glaze to it, you just need a quarter cup of powdered sugar and like a teaspoon and a half of cream or milk or something, whisk it together, drizzle on top. You end up with the most amazing apple turnovers ever. So as you can see, I couldn't wait. I cut into this one even though I didn't put the glaze on it, and then I forgot to record adding the glaze. So you're going to see a picture in a moment of it all pretty and final. But look at the filling. It was so good. Highly recommend you try this. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe because it helps me out as well. We can help each other. I've got a lot of other videos out there, so be sure to check them out. They're not all just cakes after all. And as always, thanks for watching Caketastic Cakes.